Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, home of the New York Yankees, as they play host to the Cleveland Indians, as we are here in the Bronx for Game 3 of the 2016 American League Division Series. The series is tied at 1 game apiece, as Game 1 was taken by Cleveland in Cleveland by a score of 5-2, and Game 2 was taken by the Yankees in Cleveland by a score of 5-3, as 5 has been the magic number so far. It is a best-of-5 series, and whoever gets the 5 runs is the team that has won the ball game in Games 1 and 2. So we will see if that continues to be the case here in Game 3 in the Bronx, the first game of this series in the Bronx. The Indians lineup is center fielder Michael Bourn leads things off, followed by second baseman Jason Kipnis, left fielder Michael Brantley, catching is Yan Gomes, followed by third baseman Lonnie Chisenhall, DH Chase Utley, shortstop Francisco Lindor, first baseman Nick Swisher, and then rounded out by the right fielder John Mayberry Jr. While in the mound for the New York Yankees is the Texas kid, the right-hander Nathan Eovaldi. He finished the regular season 10-13 with a 3.39, and this is his first postseason start as a member of the New York Yankees. And Michael Bourn steps into the batter's box to lead off this top half of the first inning for the Indians. He's their speed threat, as the first pitch from Eovaldi is taken for a ball as we are underway here in Game 3 of the ALDS in 2016. So 1-0 count, pitch from Eovaldi is laid on a bunt down the third baseline, fielded by McCann, whips and fires over to first, and they get McCann they get Bourn with the throw by McCann by half a step. So that's 1 down, and that brings up Jason Kipnis, another .290 hitter at the top of this order. Eovaldi turns, kicks, fires, as that's whiffed on the bunt attempt. It's a cool 59 degrees here on this October night. The 0-2 count now as Eovaldi delivers. That's swung on and grounded up the middle past Torres. He gives chase, but it's fielded by Ellsbury. He'll toss that one in as Jason Kipnis has himself a single, keeping the inning alive with 1 out. He is a speed threat, and that brings up Michael Brantley. Here comes the pitch. That's swung on and taken to deep right field. Back goes Judge. He's at the track, at the wall, and that's in the seats as Michael Brantley connects with his home run here in the top half of the first inning, as the Indians have taken an early lead here as they're up 2-0 thanks to the Michael Brantley's bat. 328 is the registered feet on that one. So with 2 outs and a runner on first, that brings up DH Chase Utley, the former Philadelphia Philly. Hit a big home run in Game 1 of this series, as the first pitch to him is taken for ball 1. 96 on the gun, fastball. Eovaldi sets at the belt and delivers from the stretch. That's swung on and grounded to first base. Bird takes the unusual route and tosses over to second, but they do get him, as that is out number 3 of this inning, but not before Brantley strikes for 2 with 1 swing of the bat. It's 2-0 Indians at the end of the top half at 1. Welcome back to postseason baseball. Here's the Yankees starting lineup is center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, followed by left fielder Brett Gardner. The speedsters at the top of the lineup, followed by third baseman Todd Frazier. Doing the catching is Brian McCann, right fielder Aaron Judge, first baseman Greg Bird, DH Tom Ullman, shortstop Jed Lowry, and then the rounded out by second baseman Ronnie Torres. While on the mound for the Indians is the right-hander Trevor Bauer, 16-8 on the season with a 3.12 ERA. Very respectable. He's getting the start here in Game 3. And Jacoby Ellsbury is making his way to the batter's box to lead off this bottom half of the first inning for the Bronx Bombers. He led all of Major League Baseball in stolen bases. He was tied with Jared Dyson, as the first pitch is swung on and taken into right center field. That's back at the track, and it lands at the track. Ellsbury is at second. He is not stopping there. He's chugging into third. Here comes the throw. He's in there before the throw, and a slide just in case. That's a leadoff triple for Jacoby Ellsbury. And now Brett Gardner digs into the batter's box. The country kid. First pitch to him is taken for a ball. 92, low. Kent runs the 2-1. Bauer sets and delivers. as that's swung on and slapped up into center field. That's going to be an RBI single for Brett Gardner. And the Yankees make this a 2-1 ball game now. And that brings up Todd Frazier, the third baseman acquired before the trade deadline. The pride of Toms River, New Jersey. Digs in, and there goes Gardner. Takes off for second base. He is in there with a stolen base. Gets himself in scoring position. And Todd Frazier's got a 0-2 count on him with nobody out. And Gardner at second. Pitch from Bauer is swung on, and that's taken down the left field line. Lands fair. That's off the wall. Gardner's at third. He's rounding third, heading home. The throw to the plate is offline, and Brett Gardner slides in with the game-tying run. We're only in the first inning, and we've already got 4 total runs in this ball game. So Frazier's on second. That brings up Brian McCann, the cleanup hitting catcher, with nobody out. And here comes the pitch from Bauer. Taken, splitter, nicks the outside half, 0-1 count. Bauer sets in the stretch. Here comes the pitch. That's swung on and slapped into right field. That'll be a single for McCann as Frazier holds up at third base. They do not test the arm of Mayberry there, so we have runners on the corners for the Yankees. And that brings up Aaron Judge, all 6'7" of that mammoth right fielder. The rookie, one of many rookies on this Yankees team. And he swings the first pitch that's popped up into shallow right field. Mayberry is camped under it. Sky high, finally puts it away. Toss into the cutoff man, but Frazier is holding put at third base. So still runners on the corners, now with 1 out. And Greg Bird comes up, another rookie on this team. The pitch from Bauer is swung on and chopped to first base. Fielded by Bauer, tosses over to first. He's retired. But McCann moves up to second, Frazier scores, and the Yankees have a lead in this ball game. It's 3-2 Yankees. So with 2 outs and McCann on second, that brings up yet another rookie in this lineup in Tom Ullman. Bauer sets to deliver. The 0-1 to the right-handed Ullman. That's swung on and grounded to shortstop. Fielded by Lindor, tossed to first. And that's out number 3, as the side is retired, but not before the Yankees strike back in the Indians' faces and make it a 3-2 Yankees lead at the end of 1 here in the 2016 ALDS. Welcome back to the ALDS. Todd Frazier digs in for the Yankees. He's facing Trevor Bauer. And here comes the first pitch from Bauer. In there for a strike, 93 on the gun, taken low. 0-1 count, runs to 1-2 on Frazier. Bauer sets and delivers. It's swung on and grounded past Chisenhall at third base into left field. A little dribbler is good enough for a single for Todd Frazier. So he's on first to lead off the inning. And now Brian McCann comes up. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single back in the bottom half of the first inning. Correction. Then Bauer working from the stretch. Here comes the first pitch. Swung through the curve, the changeup. 77 on the gun. He could not slow down his swing. So 0-2 count now on McCann. Bauer sets and delivers. That's swung on high, and that's launched out the right field. Back at the track, Mayberry gives it a leap, and it's in the seats. Brian McCann, 2-run shot. Oh, yes, McCann can. McCann can. Brian McCann strikes with another home run here in this postseason. And it's now a 5-2 Yankees lead here in the bottom half of the third. So now with 2 outs, Tom Ullman digs in, facing Trevor Bauer. First pitch to him is taken for ball 1. Change-up misses way outside. So 1-2 count now on Ullman. Bauer sets and delivers. Swung through the splitter. He goes down swinging, but not before the Yankees strike for 2 on 1 swing of the bat from Brian McCann. 2-run shot, and it's 5-2 Yankees over the Indians here in Game 3 of the American League Division Series. Welcome back to postseason baseball, the ALDS Yankees and Indians, as the Yankees are leading the Indians 6-4 here in this top half of the 9th inning. And Dylan Betances comes out of the bullpen, their shutdown closer, looking to shut down this Indians lineup and secure the victory for the Yankees, as they'll be facing Francisco Lindor to lead off this inning. First pitch to him. Laid down a bunt, but it's popped up foul, and that'll land foul. 0-2 count now on Lindor. Here comes the pitch from Betances. That swung through the 98-mile-per-hour cheese. That was trailing away from him, and he could not catch up to it. So one down here with one Betances strikeout. And that brings up the former Yankee and Nick Swisher. 0 for 2 in the day with a walk. First pitch from Betances is taken for strike one up and in. 0-1 count. Now it runs the 1-2 on Swisher. Betances sets at the chest and delivers. That's swung on and slapped into right field. It'll land in for a single as Nick Swisher puts a ball right where he used to patrol here in this ballpark when he was a Yankee. And now it's a runner on first, and the tying run at the plate in John Mayberry Jr., their 9-hitter. With Swisher on first and one out. Betances sets and delivers. That's swung through 98. Cheese gets up there on the gun a lot. 0-2 count. Betances sets and fires, and he really fired that one. 99, and Mayberry could not catch up. That was right down the middle. He just couldn't catch up to it. So 2 strikeouts here for Betances as Michael Bourne comes into the batter's box. The pitch from Betances is taken for ball 1. Curveball dropped out of the zone, and it's a 2-2 count now. Here comes the pitch from Betances. As that's whiffed through, it's 3 strikeouts, and there's the save. Dellin Betances shuts the door on the Cleveland Indians, as that is how the cookie crumbles, and the New York Yankees come away with the victory by a score of 6-4 over the Cleveland Indians here in the Bronx in Game 3 of the ALDS. As now the Yankees lead the series 2-1, and if they win tomorrow, they clinch their berth in the American League Championship Series to face the winner of the Red Sox and Angels ALDS. Brett Gardner picked up Player of the Game honors. He was 2 for 4 on the day with an RBI and 2 singles. While a lot of 2 for 4s on the Yankees today, as Brian McCann was 2 for 4 with a home run, 2-run shot. Todd Frazier 2 for 4 with a double. Jacoby Ellsbury 2 for 4 with a triple. And Asher Wojciechowski gets the victory for the Yankees. Dellin Betances gets his 2nd save of the postseason. And Trevor Bauer gets credited with the loss in the 6-4 Yankees victory over the Cleveland Indians. Like I said, it's a 2-1 series lead for the Yankees. And if they win tomorrow, they move on to the American League Championship Series. So with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Postseason Baseball here with the New York Yankees. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really wanna zig a zig.